quick set. Rebels block it, stuffed by McKenna Stacy.
Rebel volleyball is on.
Rebels get a good pass, set left side. Peart hits cross court. It's in there. It was deflected out of bounds, and the Rebels win 15-5.
After another appearance in the state title match last season, Coach Cindy Stewart and the Rebs hit the court again this year with title hopes and championship goals.
Hatch hits it down, and what a great angle for the kill and the win.
The trophy spent a year down south, but the Rebels hope to bring it back home at the end of October. Reloaded and ready to roll, the Rebels take the court with their eyes on the prize.
Rebels had 6 service aces in the first set.
Turn up the volume, Rebel fans, and join us for Rich Rebel Volleyball on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with live streaming video online at mylocalradio.com.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, the Bear Lake Convention and Visitor Bureau, by Jensen Wood Motors in Montpelier, Idaho, Evanston Regional Hospital, Cash Honda Yamaha and Logan, mylocalradio.com, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Westar Printing and Rocky Mountain Signs, and by Plains Tire.
It's cross court, it's in there, and the Rebels win 25-5 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard.
And now, Rebel volleyball fans, hang up your boots, crank up the volume, and get ready to roll as we head courtside to join the play-by-play voice of the Rebels, Ryan Steineckert.
Good evening and welcome to Tabiona. Ryan Steineckert here as the Rich Rebels continue Region 22 play at Tabiona. It's an exciting match for you tonight as Tabby comes in at 0-1 in the region. The Rebels at 1-1 in Region 22. Town of Randolph pregame show is brought to you by Mayor Lynn Weston, board members Sim Bell, Brian Wires, Larry Kennedy, Melanie Lim, and clerk Lana Peart. We'll have more of it when we return on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
According to the United States Census of 2010, the town of Randolph has a population of 464 people, and every one of us root for the Rich High Rebels.
Who slams it home?
Welcome to Randolph, Utah. We love being able to host the visiting teams, their coaches, their parents, and fans when Rich High has a home game. We love all of our visitors year-round and hope that you can take some time soon to come and visit us in our little slice of heaven, Randolph, Utah.
It's refreshing to know that when you're at Bear Lake, you can shop at a sporting goods store that treats you right. Pugstone Sporting has served residents and visitors for over 18 years. Get all you need to have fun at the lake and in the mountains. Licenses to fish and hunt, boat supplies, flotation devices, clothing, fishing equipment, toys for the kids, guns, and, of course, rentals. Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Pugstones has it all. Want it delivered to your door? Shop online, pugstonesporting.com.
Welcome back to Rich High School Volleyball on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com. Our apologies for starting late. We're having internet issues, very slow. In fact, last winter we were here for basketball and things seem to work out pretty well, but the internet situation has changed here. The Verizon signal, which we usually use, a jetpack hotspot in other places we go, it's not serviceable here in Tabiona, at least for streaming purposes. I've got settings just about as low as I can go, so if you're having low resolution, that's not on your end, that's on our end. We apologize for that, but that's just what we're dealing with tonight at Tabiona. Our pregame show is brought to you by the town of Randolph. We're going to have to skip through interviews with coaches and run a real quick scene set and then bring you the town of Lake Town Ledger. Tigers come in at 9-6 overall as far as I could find, and again, I got here with plenty of time, but nobody else was here, so I was left to sit in my car for about an hour waiting for Tabiona folks to get here and let me in, and then didn't have time to talk with Coach Tangi Lazenby. But as far as I can find, the Tigers 9-6 overall, 0-1 in Region 22. They lost against ICS, a 3-0 loss. Rich Rebels come in at 2-7 overall with a 1-1 Region 22 record. Now, Tabiona, looking at this year's schedule, they've also, I believe, lost a match to Manila 2-1 earlier this year. That was not a region match, but it was a loss against Manila. So looking on paper, the Rebels may have a bit of an advantage, but we're at Tabiona. It's a loud gym. There's some fans here. Rebels are on the road, and the Tigers want to defend the home court. Tabiona, no state championships in their history. Last year, 5th place at state. They've won a couple of years, went 6th place at state the year before that, and so they're looking to improve on that number. They've got some gals that have done some good things so far this season for sure. Peyton Lazenby leads the state in total aces with 53. Sydney Jensen is second with 49. So a lot of high numbers for those gals. That's your scene set. Your pregame show is brought to you by the town of Randolph. We'll take a quick break and be right back with First Serve on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
Most of our limits we have in life come from the walls in our own mind. The town council and citizens of Laketown, Utah celebrate all students and staff in the Rich School District. Learning and education will help make that wall in your mind shorter, so it is easier to jump over. We encourage every student to reach their full potential through hard work, continued education, and focus.
According to the United States Census of 2010, the town of Randolph has a population of 464 people, and every one of us root for the Rich High Rebels.
Who slams it home?
Welcome to Randolph, Utah. We love being able to host the visiting teams, their coaches, their parents, and fans when Rich High has a home game. We love all of our visitors year-round and hope that you can take some time soon to come and visit us in our little slice of heaven, Randolph, Utah.
Welcome back to the pregame show presented by the town of Randolph, home of the Rich Rebels. Good luck from Mayor Lynn Weston, board members Sim Bell, Brian Wires, Larry Kennedy, Melanie Lim, and clerk Lana Peart. Rebel starters tonight are McKenna Stacy, Sage Tingy, Amaya Trineri, Elizabeth Wallenton, that's Allie, Eliana Brown, and Sydney Hatch. And for the Tabiona Tigers, libero is Sherika Leffler. Along with her, starters are number 1 Aspen Stewart, Leffler is number 4, Sydney Jensen number 6, senior number 10 Cassidy Thomas, junior number 14 Cassidy Bales, sophomore number 21 Peyton Lazenby, and senior number 24 Kylie Strabel. Coached by Tangi Lazenby with assistants Tommy Rhodes, Michaela Jensen, and of course the principal here, Darren Jenkins. Just about to get underway here at Tabiona High School. And again, if you're seeing some low resolution, wondering what's going on tonight, that's not on your end, that's on our end. A real slow internet connection here at Tabiona tonight, and so our internet speeds not where we need them to be to have more than about the lowest resolution we can get, just to keep things going. And if you're listening at home or watching at home and things get real choppy, just let me know. Send me a text real quick, and we'll try to get that figured out or fixed. I think for now, knock on wood, there's not any wood up here to knock on, though, except the door that's 20 feet away. I would knock on wood and say that things are running fairly smoothly, it would appear. Rebels are in the road blues, long sleeve blues with white numbers on the back, black shorts. Tabiona in the all black. They've got a little bit of gradient, kind of faded white at the elbows and at the hip area of the jerseys. Tigers will be attacking left to right if you're watching online at mylocalradio.com. Rebels attacking right to left. This is a new facility here at Tabiona High School. Real quickly, let's get to your town of Laketown Ledger. Good luck, Rebels, from the mayor and town council of Laketown. These teams have met quite a few times. They've been in the same region. And my records against Tabiona go back to 2006. The Rebels 23-0 against the Tigers in that time span. And talking with Coach Stewart last week was the first time that she had lost a region match, and that was a loss against ICS. So Rebels have been good against Tabiona, undefeated. Serve received by Sage Tingy. Brown tries to tip it up. It's blocked right back to her. And the Tigers lead 1-0 following our beginning serve brought to you by the station in Randolph. Here for your convenience needs. Tabiona leads 1-0. Back to serve is Sydney Jensen. I mentioned she's second in the state in aces. She may look to pass teammate Peyton Lazenby, who's first in the state in aces. Tingy receives. Brown bumps it, passes it high, and the Rebels slap it over. Tigers set it up and hit it hard. Rebels can't dig it up. Tigers lead 2-0 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. And Aspen Stewart, the senior, number 1, with the big hit. Or maybe that was actually Peyton Lazenby, the sophomore. Good height from this Tabiona Tigers team. Rebels serve receive. They don't get a good pass. They pass it and then pass it over to the back line up front. Here's the set in the middle. Hit, Rebel block, deflects it. Pancake dig. No, Stacy did not get underneath it on the attack by Cassidy Bales, and the Tigers lead 3-0 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. This first set is presented by Rolene Kennedy, Rich County's representative at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. Little timeout here from the officials. They get something in order and give the whistle for the service. This one goes long and out. Rebels get their first point on a service error. And now Rich will try to do some damage. Again, our first set of each serve is brought to you by the station in Randolph, here for your convenience needs. Amaya Trineri back to serve for Rich, attacking right to left. If you're watching online at mylocalradio.com. Good serve, not a good pass. They pass it up toward the front, and then Bales passes it over the top. Rich gets a good pass. Brown sets high and outside. Stacy hits to the back line in the corner, just beyond the line. And Tabby leads 4-1 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Good spot. There was nobody there. It split the block at the net, but just a bit long for Stacy. Back to serve is Peyton Lazenby. Coach's daughter serves long. A second service error in as many services for the Tabiona Tigers, and Rich is within 2, 4-2 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Taya Peterson checks in to serve for the Rebels. She's, by the numbers, the best server on the team. Has 19 aces coming into this match. Peterson running jump serve, lobs it to the back line. Stewart, not a good pass, but they're able to pass and then pass it over. Burton passes up front. Brown pass set to the high and outside. Stacy hits, it's blocked back to the Rebs. They dig it, set it up again for Stacy, who mistimes it, hits it into the net, and the Tigers lead 5-2 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Well, if you're just joining us, again, slow internet speeds here at Tabiona. Slower than even the last couple of years since we've been here, and so the resolution is low. That's not on your end, that's on ours, if you're wondering why it looks so pixelated. Rebels able to dig it back over the net, then a set and a hit to the corner, cross court for the Tigers, who lead 6-2 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Tigers set up to serve. That was recalled. That looked, yeah, from here it looked like that was in. I'm not at a good angle to make that call. The line judge said it was out. Then the down official says, no, son, that was in. Point to the Rebels. Sage Tingy checks back in on the front row. Stacy, Wallenton, and Tingy. Peterson, Trineri, and Eliana Brown serving on the back line, and Brown serves just wide, 6-3 on the service error. Coach Stewart mentioned to me, I think she said 20 service errors against ICS last week. Rebels serve receive, not good, but it stays alive. Pass up front. Wallenton gets a decent attack and almost drops it into the middle of the floor. It hits the back of Bales after she had dug it up, and the Rebels get a point, 6-4. Not a Bear Lake Realty kill, but it counts as good as one. 6-4, Rebels down by 2 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Kaylee Hatch running our camera tonight. If I give any stats and she gives me like a nod or a no, then I know I'm right or wrong. So that's very helpful. Kendall Staple serves long. Rebels second service error and as many serves as well. 7-4 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. First set again is brought to you by the station in Randolph. Got a busy weekend. We'll tell you more about that here in just a bit as Tabby serves long out. Service error. Teams exchanging service errors. Boy, that's already 5 errors. We've had 12 points scored, almost half of those on errors so far on the serve. Allie Wallenton to deliver from the back line. Again, Rebels attacking right to left. MyLocalRadio.com, and Wallenton delivers a beauty. It's passed up and over the net for our first Crawford Trough in Randolph service ace of the night. The Crawford Trough open late after every Rebel home game. It's the place to eat and drink. That's the Crawford Trough. Wallenton to serve again, looking to tie it up, and instead goes the other direction. A service error. 8-6 is your score on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Aspen Stewart serves. Rebels dig, set, Trineri hit, blocked, diving dig by Wallenton, gets it over the net and inbounds. Good pass, set in the middle. Bales hits, another dig by the Rebels. Trineri digs it with a lunge, and then Staple and Wallenton get communication crossed. Staple was there, looked like she was going to play it. Wallentine lunged toward it. Staple backed off, and neither one got it over the net. So here's Aspen Stewart to serve again. Shanked serve, receive, an ace for Stewart, the senior. And Tabby up by 4 in the first set. Looking for our Pugstone Sporting Goods dig of the game. See what the Rebels get here. Good pass from Tingy. Brown passes high, and then Hatch passes it over the net. Set up, high left side, hit, nice dig by Trineri to keep it alive, and the Rebels pass it over. They don't get a good attack put together, but did keep it in the air. Set, hit by Bales, dug up toward the back wall, and that's another Tiger point. 11-6, Tabiona with the lead on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Substitution, and J.C. Cornea will check into the match. Cornea first on the Rebels team in assists at 5.9, almost 6%. Service is long and out. Wallentine looked like she swung and missed. Maybe she pulled back at the last second, and it ends up going as a service error. That's 4 already for the Tigers in this first set. That's practically helped the Rebels stay in it, 11-7. Rich trails on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Shelby Burton delivers the serve. Libero Sherika Leffler receives. They pass up front. Bales passes it over. Burton, good pass. Cornea sets in the middle. Hatch slaps out of bounds. Looking to go down the line and misfired. 12-7. Tigers with the lead in set number 1. Sydney Jensen, the junior setter, with the service, right hand, back line, just out. Boy, and that was close. From here, it looked like it was in. But again, the line judge, a much better angle than I have, and he says out, so we'll take his word for it. That's 5 errors already for Tabiona. You know, they're working hard, trying to do all they can to get those points and beat the Rebels tonight. Region 22 play. Rebels at 1-1, Tigers at 0-1 in the region. Serve received, not a good one. Pass, and then Jensen passes it over. Wallentine with a good pass up front. Set up by Cornea. McKenna Stacy hits across court to the corner. Tigers dig it up, and Stewart hits back line. Cracked it into the right on the back line for the kill. 13-8 is your score. Tigers with the lead on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Back to serve, Peyton Lazenby. The sophomore just clears the net. What a great looking serve. Stacy with a nice dig. She gets set up and hits it hard. It's dug up and overpass. Rebels set it up, and Stacy hits again, hits the top of the net, rolls over the top. Diving dig by the Tigers, Cassidy Thomas. They pass it back over to Rich. Wallentine, great pass. Cornea sets in the middle. Hatch hits, blocked, and Rich punches it back in the air. Pass over to the sideline, right in front of the benches. Set up way high and outside. Hit across. Trineri with the dig. Cornea sets high and outside. Stacy with a touch attack. Dig by Tabiona, and a miscommunication between Strable and Bales. Gives the Rebels a point. 13-9. Rich trails by 4. Taya Peterson checks back in. We've got a lot of rotations already. This will be Peterson's second opportunity to serve tonight. Taya delivers. It hits the top of the net and rolls down for the Crawford Trough service ace. Rebels are within 3, 13-10 in this first set, brought to you by Rolene Kennedy, Rich County's representative at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. Tingy checks back in, so it's Tingy, Trineri, and Peterson on the back line for the Rebels. Long serve by Peterson, played at the last second by Cassidy Thomas. Shanked back to the wall, a second consecutive Crawford Trough service ace. Has the Rebels within 2. Taya, boy, if she can get 3 in a row, the hat trick. We'll see. Peterson, back line, she does it! The Crawford Trough service ace. 13-12, the Rebels within 1. I don't know what you call 4 in a row. In baseball, I think that's the golden sombrero, but that's 4 strikeouts in a game. This is the opposite. The Tigers overpass. Rebels set it up high and outside. Stacy hits down the line, deflected and dug up into the air. Strable, Bales, hits long, and we're tied. 13 all on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Timeout, Coach Lazenby and the Tigers in this first set. We're tied at 13, and we'll be right back. A T7 Propane and Woodruff timeout on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston is Rich County's representative. As a mother and grandmother of Rich High graduates and current students and a longtime resident of Randolph, Rolene is familiar with your needs and will work to provide you with the best customer service in the industry. The next time you're looking for a new car or truck, think Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Play hard and go Rebels.
Well, the Tigers had things rolling, but they've also committed 5 service errors, and the Rebels, with Taya Peterson serving 3 aces in a row. That may be your precision play of the game, brought to you by McKay Frankham, dentist in Evanston. We're tied at 13 in the first set. Peterson delivers another Crawford Trough service ace, and just looked like some miscommunication by the Tigers, and they'll sub in a different player for the defense. Abby Rhodes, the freshman, checks in. Coach Lazenby just looking for anything different. Peterson goes back line. Stewart passes up over. It hits the net and the antenna, and the Tigers wanted the point. Rebels said, no, that hit the candy striping, and the Rebels get the point, 15-13. And that's another Crawford Trough service ace. Peterson serves again. Stewart passes this time. Not a good one, but better. Back line, Stewart hits. Peterson digs. Cornea has to go a long way, and then McKenna Stacy just touches it across on the third touch. Bales hits. Rebels block. Rich sets it up. Stacy with the big cross-court hit. Tigers dig and pass it over. Trineri diving dig, set up over by the Rebels. It's back to Bales again for the hit through the Rebel block to the floor, and the Tigers make it 15-14. The Rebels were on a 7-0 run. That included 4 aces by Taya Peterson. Service by Bales into the net. Another service error, then I believe that's the 6th of the set for the Tigers. That puts Rich up by 2, 16-14 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Cornea serves back line, just barely long. Tigers let it go at the last second. Rebels have 4 service errors of their own, but that's been balanced out better for Rich with Peterson's 4 aces plus 2 more. Another service error by the Tigers puts Rich back up by 2. Well, the Tigers are going to look back at this one and maybe do extra service practice this weekend or the next time they're on the court in practice. Kendall Staple back to serve for Rich. The lefty attacking right to left at mylocalradio.com. Bales receives this one to Principal Darren Jenkins, and it's 18-15 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Staple with the Crawford Trough service ace. Staple delivers again. Bales gets a good pass off this time. It's set by Jensen, tapped across. Trineri digs. Cornea sets it up for Wallentine. Her hit is blocked right to the floor, just on the line near side of the court. 18-16. Tigers get the block. Would be an Epic Recreation block of the game, but we're not giving that to the Tigers tonight. Cassidy Thomas checks out. Abby Rhodes, the freshman, back in there to serve. Rhodes. Gracie Rhodes, I imagine Abby's big sis, or at least some relation. And Rhodes serves long to put the Rebels up by 3, 19-16. Gracie was a fantastic volleyball player, maybe even a better basketball player. Helped lead the Tigers to a 2nd place finish in the state championship tournament. Was that a year and a half ago? A loss to Bryce Valley in overtime, the state championship game. Rhodes a big part of some very good teams here at Tabiona within the last few years. J.C. Cornea serves for Rich. Dug, set, hit, and Rich digs. Way outside. Trineri passes back to the middle of the floor, and Hatch turned. Couldn't decide what to do. Thought somebody else would get it. Nobody did. Falls to the floor. And the Tigers are within 2. Aspen Stewart back to serve. Stewart, 38 aces this season. Almost delivers one there, but Staple delivers a nice pass. Rebels Trineri hits. It's dug by Stewart, set up high and outside. Big hit, but dug by Smith. Nice dig by McKenzie. Rebels set it up, and Trineri cracks it down right in front of the defense. A nice Bear Lake Realty kill there, and Rich leads 20-17 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. And boy, when they get that good pass like Staple gave us there, Rebels able to get a good set and hit it down. Nice timing on the hit by Amaya Trineri. Rebels have the service. Shelby Burton with Rich on top by 3. Dug by or passed by the libero. Passed again and passed over. A nice sharp pass to clear the net. Cornea tips it. It's tipped back. The Rebels scramble a bit, but Trineri passes it over. Passed up front by Leffler. The libero dumped over the net, but 2 touches on that dump. And Rich leads 21-17 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Moving around in the rotation, Rebels not sure who's serving. It should, yeah, Shelby Burton still back there for her second serve. Burton winds and delivers. Leffler, not a great pass. Passed up high, and Bales punches it over. Smith, good pass up front. Cornea sets high and outside. Hit by Trineri. It hangs on top of the net off after the block, and the Rebels pass it over. Stewart passes up at the net. Hatch goes up and pops it down. 22-17 on a Bear Lake Realty kill from Sydney Hatch. And another timeout for Coach Lazenby. We'll take another as well in the first set. Brought to you by Rolene Kennedy. Rich leads 22-17 on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Rebels were down as much as 13-8 and then went on a 7-0 run. That included 5 service aces by Taya Peterson. And that's flipped the score from 13-8 to Rebels leading 15-13. Rebels on top by 3, 22-17. Deliver the service. Tigers set it up, scramble, and can't get it. 23-17. Rich 2 points away from a first set victory. Shelby Burton back to serve. If you're just joining us on mylocalradio.com, our resolution very low. That's not on your end if it's pixelated and maybe a little bit slow. That's on our end. We've got very slow internet speeds tonight at Tabiona. Shelby Burton serves, passed up front. Leffler, back set, pushed hard. Rebels got a tip. Good pass up front, set. Trineri hits back corner. Dug high in the air and back. Cassidy Thomas, they can't control it. Rebs have set point 24-17 in this first set, brought to you by Rolene Kennedy, Rich County's representative at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. Rhodes to check back in for the Tigers. As Burton delivers the serve, trying to close out the Tigers in this first set. Passed, and then Bales slaps it over. Smith with a good pass. Brown hits, or Brown sets. Hatch hits. She's blocked. Tigers stay alive for the time being. 24-18 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. First set. A handful of aces for the Rebels in this first set, brought to you by Crawford Trough. The aces, that is. The service by Ziana Bateman. The junior delivers. Smith, good pass. Brown sets high and outside. Trineri with a touch attack. It's dug, but into the scorer's table, and the Rebels take the first set 25-18. Rich was down 13-8. They outscored the Tigers 17-5 the rest of the way. And Rich wins the first set 25-18 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Quick timeout. We'll be back with set number 2 on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
Winston Churchill said, "No hour of life is wasted that is spent in the saddle." The same is true about education. No hour of life is wasted when learning. Eddie and Todd Jensen, owners of Mountain Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho, understand the value of good education. Serving customers in Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming, Mountain Valley Cattle Company is proud to support the students at Rich High School in academics and activities. Mountain Valley Cattle Company, 208-339-0614.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
Back for set number 2, and Amaya Trineri serves an ace. Rebels had 7 aces in that first set. Brought to you by the Crawford Trough in Randolph. And Trineri will serve again. Rebels attacking left to right in this second set. Leading 1-0. Set up by the Tigers. Good dig by Wallenstein after a block deflection. Hatch touches it into a hole. Diving dig by Stewart. Rebels keep it alive. Set it up. Stacy hits. Trineri digs. But a hit out of bounds, and we're tied at 1. Second set is brought to you by the town of Woodruff. Mayor Scott Sadie, council members Millie Bradshaw, Raymond Franson, Kent Stewart, and Jason Peterson with Secretary Lisa Bell. Get the Stacy's Repair scoreboard back up there for you if you're tuned in online at mylocalradio.com. Service by the Tigers long. Boy, and they just picked up where they left off in that first set. 8 service errors for the Tigers in set number 1. Our beginning serve of each set is brought to you by the station in Randolph, here for your convenience needs. Taya Peterson to serve for the Rebs. She served 5 aces in a part of a 7-0 run, and she picks up where she left off. A service ace for Taya. Puts the Rebels up 3-1 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Peterson winds and serves again. Stewart, good pass this time. Set up, hit, crushed down to the back line. Big hit by, I believe it was Peyton Lazenby. Her timing, and she's got those long arms. Good hops, and she cracked that one down. 3-2. Rebels up by just 1. Second set, again brought to you by Town of Woodruff. Service, Stacy on her knees with the pass. Sets it up, and Stacy with the touch attack. Set up high and outside, punched across back line. Trineri, good pass up front. Brown sets in the middle. Wallenstein hits it cross court. A diving one-handed dig shanked off to the side, and Rich leads 4-2. Bear Lake Realty kill brought to you by Gary and Amber McKee. Gary, do you want me? Should I just give you the mic for a sec? You can tell us about Bear Lake Realty for a moment. Eliana Gary running my camera now as Kaylee Hatch had to go get dressed for the freshman match. Rebels. Or the Tigers set it up, and the block of the game, a nice block by the Rebels, makes it 5-2. Rich's block there from the middle. Dropped it back to the floor on the line. Epic Recreation block of the game right there. Visit epicrecreation.net for all your rentals in Bear Lake. Tigers set it up and Bales bumps it over. Trineri with the dig. Brown sets and Stacy hits back corner just a bit long. 5-3. Rich up by 2 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Gary running the camera says, no, I can't run the camera and talk. I can barely chew gum, let alone chew gum and walk. Don't ask me to multitask. Service ace for the Tigers. It hits the top of the net, rolls over, and drops in there. And Cassidy Bales will serve again. If we had your wife up here, could she run camera and talk? Yeah, she can do that. The woman's mind is more like a multi-lane highway. The man's, or freeway, right? The man is like a dirt road, barely trailing through the We're tied at 5. Another service ace by Cassidy Bales. 2 in a row for the Tigers. I heard Coach Lazenby say between sets, get the serve over the net. Bales did it 2 in a row, but couldn't get it a third. The serve goes into the net, 6-5, Rich up by 1. McKenna Stacy running jump serve, solid serve. Bales an overpass. Trineri sets or passes in the middle. Brown sets for Trineri, and Amaya hits it hard. Bales with a nice dig, dump set over the top. Rebels set it up again. Trineri push attack, and it's dug by Thomas. Tigers set up in the middle. Stewart with a big hit, diving overpass on a dig by Stacy. Set up again. Stewart hits. Rebel block is there. Brown sets it over, but a funny touch. It was 2 touches, and we're tied at 6. Would have had your Pugstone Sporting Goods dig of the game there had the Rebels earned the point. Pugstone Sporting Goods, winter, summer, spring, or fall. Pugstones has it all, and you can now order online, pugstonesporting.com. Serving is the libero, Sherika Leffler. Good pass. Brown sets high and outside. Trineri hits and gets it between the block and the net, but then Stewart able to dig it back up. Hit into the net by Cassidy Thomas. Rich back on top by 1, 7-6. Rebels took the first set, 25-18 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rich was down 13-8, outscored the Tigers 17-5 the rest of the way to win that first set. Allie Wallenstein serving for Rich, attacking left to right at mylocalradio.com. Crawford Trough service ace. Shanked off by Leffler, and Rich is back up by 2, 8-6 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Wallenstein, I mentioned that Peterson was first on the team in aces. Wallenstein's got to be up there, second or third. She's had a bunch this season. Serves, and there almost another. Bales, and then Leffler barely able to keep it alive, but it's passed not over the net on the third touch. 9-6. That doesn't go in as a Crawford Trough ace, but counts as good as one. The Rebels lead 9-6 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Wallenstein to serve again. Allie. Pass by Bales. Leffler sets it up at the net. Not a good set. I said Leffler was Jensen, and the Rebels score another point, 10-6. Tigers struggling to get a good pass. And as Coach Stewart always says, it's a serve-receive game. That receive not working right now for the Tigers, and thus hard to get a good set and any kind of attack. Wallenstein. Bales, good pass this time. Jensen dump set, but Stacy is there for the dig. Brown sets high outside. Trineri hits backline. Bales with the dig. Jensen sets in the middle. Stewart hits hard. Rebel block. 3 girls there. They get a hand on it, but it drops over their fingertips into the floor before Stacy can get underneath it. 10-7. 10-7 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rebels up by 3 in set number 2, brought to you by the town of Woodruff. Service to the back line. Stacy, good pass. Brown sets high and outside. Trineri, big hit. Blocked or deflected by the block. Poked again into the net each time, and the Rebels have the point. Shelby Burton drops back to serve for Rich. The juniors on this team. Those with just one senior on this year's team, Taya Peterson. Service and a big hit by Peyton Lazenby. Into the Rebel block, deflected across court to the floor. 11-8 on the kill from the Tigers. Again, the Rebels leading 1-0. We're in set 2, and Aspen Stewart serves and puts her head between her knees for a moment as she serves into the net. Another service error for the Tigers. That's the 3rd of the set and the 11th of the match. We're only in the 2nd set. Tigers killing themselves with poor service. Serve receive goes up, over, and out. Amaya Trineri with another service ace, brought to you by the Crawford Trough in Randolph. They're open after every Rebel home game. Don't have any of those this week. Rebel football tomorrow night at Parowan. Volleyball stays here in the Valley to take on Duchesne. Trineri serves high and outside. A service error, and the Rebels' lead is down to 4. And then Saturday, Rebel volleyball is at Westside. Our coverage this weekend includes, of course, tonight at Tabiona. Tomorrow we'll be at Parowan for football, and then Saturday we'll be up in Westside for the volleyball match against the Pirates. Service by the Tigers. Trineri, good pass up front. Dump set by Brown. Tigers dig it up, set high and outside. Lazenby hits back corner, just long. Either a good eye or what it was by Wallentine. She let that one go, and I thought it was going to be in there, but Wallentine, good decision, lets it go, and the Rebels lead 14-9. Taya Peterson back in. She got things rolling in that first set. Rebels were down 13-8. Peterson served 5 aces in 6 serve attempts, and there's another Crawford Trough service ace by Peterson. 15-9. Rebels lead on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. That's at least 6 aces in the match for Taya. She serves long though on her next attempt. Out of bounds, 15-10. Rebel lead is 5 in this second set. Back to serve goes Peyton Lazenby. We've had Lazenby's coming through the last bunch of years for Tabiona. Haiti Lazenby just graduated last June. Shelby Burton serve receive, set up, McKenna Stacy hits, it rolls across the top of the net, a friendly Rebel roll, and drops to the Tiger side of the court. And then there was another Lazenby, let's see, it was Haiti that graduated last year. I forget the other Lazenby's name, who graduated about 3 years ago. Eliana Brown to serve, a nice knuckle serve, and this one floats its way into a service ace, brought to you by the Crawford Trough, 17-10. Rich lead is up to 7 in set number 2. Brown to serve again. Serve receive shanked way off, almost into the bleachers. Tigers able to keep it alive and pass it over. Peterson, good pass up front. Brown sets high and outside. And Stacy hits from her back foot to the back corner. Tigers dig it up. They'll sit, hit. Rebels block. Allie Wallentine with an epic recreation block of the game. Rebels keep it alive after the Tigers hit it right back. Rich to Tabiona. Tigers set it up, hit it cross court, back corner, and drop it in. 17-11. Lead down to 6. Pugstone Sporting Goods dig of the game. And epic recreation block of the game. Let's mark that one down for Allie on the epic recreation block of the game. Bales serves. Serve receive goes up, hits a vent shaft, and hits one of the ventilation tubes, and ricochets back to the floor. 17-12. Tigers within 5. Cassidy Bales serves again, and Trineri gets off a good pass this time. Brown sets high and outside. Stacy hits across a side of the block by Aspen Stewart. Stewart near the top of the state in blocks coming into this match with 44. But a Bear Lake Realty kill for McKenna Stacy. And Stacy will drop back to serve. Bales receives the serve. They set it high and outside. Stewart crushes it. Too long, high and deep. 19-12. Rebel lead is 7. Coach Tangi Lazenby wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. This timeout is brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Ever since 1871, when Joseph C. Rich surveyed the town site, the town of Woodruff has been a thriving ranching community. Settlers were attracted by the broad valley and green grasses, the mountain trout in the streams, the elk and deer herds in abundance, and the neighbors were friendly. That's how people still are today. Visit Woodruff, and you too will experience that friendliness. It's everywhere. It's the town of Woodruff, Utah, where we're proud of our rich rebels.
It's fun helping each customer find the best vehicle for their needs. I'm Tracy Lawley, and I've worked with my brother Kurt for 23 years. Back in 1969, my grandfather Donnell Jensen sold a customer this 1969 Dodge Charger. Years later, I had the opportunity to sell that same customer a new Dodge truck. and we continue to have the opportunity to serve his children and grandchildren. If you're buying a car from someone who isn't having fun, you should definitely come see me before you sign on the dotted line.
Stacy serve wide and outside, a service error by the Rebels. 19-13. Tigers serve. Stacy, good pass. Set up for Trineri, who hits it hard. Bales with an overpass on the dig. Good pass by Peterson. Set up high again for Trineri. She hits it hard. It's dug into the net. A Bear Lake Realty kill for the Rebels. 20-13 is your score in set number 2. Rich took the first set, 25-18. Allie Wallentine to serve. Rebels attacking left to right at mylocalradio.com. Bales, decent pass. Set up front, good touch attack. It was more than a touch. Cassidy Thomas pushed it hard into the Rebel block, and Rich deflected it to the floor out of bounds. 20-14. And Thomas will drop back to serve with the right hand. Back line, Trineri passes high, back row. Wallentine passes up front, and Brown passes it over. Set, quick dump set. Good recovery by Stacy to keep it alive. Rich passes and just passes it over. It's tipped right back to Rich, and the Rebels dig. Set up in the middle. Hatch hits hard. She's blocked, but digs it up. Set up again for Trineri. She hits hard, and it's blocked, and this time the Rebels can't dig it up. 20-15. And I don't know if Tabiona made a concerted effort to add another blocker on that outside hitter. It was just Aspen Stewart for a little bit there, but boy, they brought a couple other blockers in, and that was effective on that attack attempt by Rich. Thomas serves down the line. Trineri lets it go, and it drops on the line just barely. 20-14. Tigers on a 3-0 run. Excuse me, 20-16. I'm trying to take away points. They actually gained a point there. Service this time is long. Rebels let it go again. 21-16. Fourth error of the set, 12th of the match for the Tabiona Tigers. Shelby Burton back to serve for Rich. Thomas passes high right at the net. Hatch goes up and tips it, but then dug up by Stewart. Brown sets high and outside. Trineri hits back line. Thomas pass up front, punched over by Lazenby. Wallentine diving dig. Pugstone Sporting Goods dig of the game. Rich sets it up in the middle. Hatch hits. Dug by the Tigers. Set up. Stewart tips it over the block and to the floor. 21-17. It was a very athletic, at least Stewart and several others of this Tabiona Tigers team. A faster pace, it feels like, favors them. If Rich can keep things slow and methodical, I think the Rebel volleyball skills a little bit better. Set up. Hatch goes up and taps it down, but it's dug up, and then the Tigers tap it down to the floor. 21-18. Rebels led by 7, 20-13. That lead down to 4. Service. Stacy receives. Good pass. Set up. Trineri hits. It's blocked, but to the Tigers side of the net. 21, make it 22-18. A Bear Lake Realty kill. If you're looking for beachfront or room of the view, a secluded mountain retreat, visit bearlakerealty.com and work with the best. Here's Amaya Trineri with the service. Rich 3 points away from a 2-set lead. Tigers, not a great pass, but they pass it over. Wallentine, nice pass. Brown high and outside. Stacy hits down the line and drops it in between two defenders. 23-18, another Bear Lake Realty kill for Stacy. Timeout, Coach Tangi Lazenby. We'll take a quick one, too. Rebels took the first, 25-18. Rebels lead in set 2, 23-18 on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
If you've struggled to get a vehicle because of some bumps in your credit, then come to the all-new Rocky Mountain Yeti Auto Group. We have over 20 different lenders ready to help you reestablish your credit with a quality new or pre-owned vehicle. Good credit, bad credit, bankruptcy? Let the new Rocky Mountain Yeti Auto Group try to help you. Call our credit hotline today and ask for Jeff or Dave to get pre-approved for your next vehicle. Call 307-789-3151 today. Rocky Mountain Yeti, legend driven.
Well, if you're just joining us, again, the speeds here, internet speeds here at Tabiona, very slow. So if you're experiencing buffering or resolution issues, that's probably on our end, not yours, unless that's normal for you. But I've got things set as low as I can so that we can have at least as steady of a stream on the audio and low resolution video as possible. Maya Trineri serving, and nice pass up front by Jensen. Set up, hit, blocked. Epic Recreation block of the game. Sydney Hatch right there for the stuff, 24-18. And that is your Epic Recreation block of the game to this point. That was fantastic. Visit epicrecreation.net. Hatch right in position, blocked it right back to the floor. But then a service error by the Rebels keeps the Tabiona Tigers alive in set 2. 24-19 set point. Rebels took the first set and lead here in this second set, brought to you by the town of Woodruff. 24-19. Service by the center, Sydney Jensen. Rebel serve receive is up at the net, and Lazenby goes up and tips it down. Easy point. Happy birthday. 24-20 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Jensen, a junior, to serve again for the Tigers with the right hand from straight away. Stacy receives. Stacy gets it back high and outside. Her hit is blocked back to the floor, out of bounds. It looked like it went off of Stacy's head, and she's walking off the court a little sheepishly as if to say, her body language, she knows it went off her head. She doesn't want to say it. And I don't know, honesty would obligate her to say it. I don't know if the rules of volleyball obligate her to say anything. The Tigers were said, yeah, that went off her head. And from here, it looked like it did. The officials will discuss. They'll get a third line judge in for an opinion as well. And as she walks in, she kind of shrugged her shoulders. I don't know, I didn't see it. Kind of a gesture is what it looked like. The second line judge comes in as well. Coach Lazenby she can't go out on the floor. Eliana Brown comes over, captain for the Rebel team, and says, yeah, I think Brown just did the right thing. Yeah, I think Brown just said, you know what, it did. Yeah, 24-21. And I don't know if it would have been Stacy's place to go over and talk to the official, but ask the captain goes to talk with the official. So the Rebels do the right thing, not necessarily for the match, but for honesty and integrity. Rebels set it up. Stacy pushes down the line, and Jensen digs. Tigers scrambling a bit, but Lazenby passes it over. Brown sets toward the middle, and Trineri passes it across the net. Diving dig, hit, and honesty prevails, and so do the Rebels. 25-21. That hit too long, and the Rebels take set 2. 25-21 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rich leads 2-0 following that second set, brought to you by the town of Woodruff. Mayor Scott Sabey, council members Millie Bradshaw, Raymond Franson, Kent Stewart, and Jason Peterson, with Secretary Lisa Bell.
This is Rich Rebel Senior Taya Peterson. Thanks for tuning in to Rich High School Volleyball on KADQ FM 98.3 and mylocalradio.com.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you.
Quick set. Rebels block it. Stuffed by McKenna Stacy.
Rebel volleyball is on.
Rebels get a good pass, set left side, Peart hits, cross court, it's in there! It was deflected out of bounds, and the Rebels win 15-5.
After another appearance in the state title match last season, Coach Cindy Stewart and the Rebs hit the court again this year with title hopes and championship goals.
Hatch hits it down, and what a great angle for the kill and the win.
The trophy spent a year down south, but the Rebels hope to bring it back home at the end of October.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
Welcome back to Tabiona High School, or the Rebels lead 2-0. Set 3, beginning serve is brought to you by the station in Randolph, here for your convenience needs. Rebels serve receive. Trineri hits cross court, dug up into the bleachers. Rebels lead 1-0 on a Bear Lake Realty kill. This third set is brought to you by Rich County. Rebels with a championship cause. Rich came from behind in the first set to win 25-18. Took an early lead in set 2 and held it the rest of the way, winning 25-21. A service ace brought to you by the Crawford Trough. Maya Trineri delivers. That one hits the top of the net, rolls over and down to the hardwood. 2-0 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Trineri set to serve again for Rich. Maya delivers, back line. Lazenby passes high. Jensen passes it across, and then Bales passes it over the net. Rebels set it up. Not a good set after a decent pass, and then slapped across. Tigers set it up, hit Lazenby down the line. Good dig by Tingy. Cornea sets high and outside, and a touch attack by Stacy as it was way back off the net. Bales is set up, and she hits. Deflected by the block to the floor, 2-1. Tigers get the point, and the Rebel lead is just 1. Again, our third set is brought to you by Rich County. Rebels with a championship cause. McKay Frankham, DDS, Dental Services in Evanston. Precision play of the game so far. Taya Peterson's 5 aces in 6 service attempts. Rebels set it up, and Stacy misfires into the net. 2-2, we're tied on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Peyton Lazenby to serve, attacking left to right. That one, boy, a laser. Good pass by Stacy, but a double touch. Well, I said good pass. It was a decent pass. It kept it in the air, but Cornea had to go a long ways to get to it. And touched it twice on the set. 3-2, Tigers on top for the first time since set 1. Lazenby serves again, and this one just long. Good eye by the Rebels. That was going to be close, and Rich just jumps out of the way at the last second. Allie Wallentine with the decision there, and ends up in a service error. That's 13 errors by the Tigers so far in this match. The Rebels have 8 errors to go along with 13 Crawford Trough aces. Peterson has been the ace master, doesn't get an ace this time. Tigers set it up, hit cross court, diving dig. Rebels keep it alive on the first hit, but not on the second. And the Tigers lead 4-3 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Cassidy Bales to serve again. Has 31 aces coming into this match. Rebels get a good serve receive. Wallentine hits to the middle of the defense. Good touch, but the Tigers dig it up. They'll set and hit into the block. Dives to the floor, and the Rebels can't dig it up. 5-3 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Again, Rich took the first set, outscoring the Tigers 17-5 to close out a 25-18 victory. Rebels took the second set as well, 25-21, and they let this service go long for the error. 5-4, Rich down by 1. Second service error of this third set, brought to you by Rich County. Rebels with a championship cause. JC Cornea serves down the line. Jensen digs. They set it up into the middle. Hit, misfired into the net. We're tied at 5. Cassidy Thomas just mistimed it and hit the top of the net. JC Cornea serves again, drops it in, an overpass. Peterson is on the line to keep it alive. Cornea tiptoes under the net to keep that alive, and the Rebels pass it over. Set up, quick set, and Aspen Stewart just cracks it through the block. 6-5 Tigers back up by 1. That was some great effort and toe tapping by J.C. Cornea and other Rebels to keep that alive. Set up to serve is Kylie Strable, the senior. Goes to the back line. Trineri passes up front. Good pass this time. Wallenstein hits a bit low, and the Tigers lead 7-5. Wallenstein going for the Bear Lake Realty kill, but just missed. Make sure to stay tuned. Our post-game show includes the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap and the Mountain Valley Cattle Company post-game show. Strable's serve goes long and out, and that's a third service error already of this set. Rebels have 6 points. Half of those have come off of Tabby errors in the third. Service by Kendall Staple hits the top of the net and somehow dug up by Thomas. Set for Stewart. She hits hard. Good dig by Staple. Rebels set it up in the middle, and Wallenstein hits a whistle, and a Tiger was in the net. So we're tied at 7 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rebels got a nice attack. Kendall to serve again, the southpaw. Serve receive goes over the net with an overpass. Wallenstein is there. Rich sets it up. Trineri hits hard. It's blocked high in the air, and the Tigers keep it alive. Stewart hits. Rebels block and then dig by Wallenstein. Trineri hits down the line to the back corner. Amaya Trineri hanging in the air as that set maybe a little bit back behind where she wanted it to be, but boy, she adjusted well in the air and cracked it down the line for a Bear Lake Realty kill. Athletic move by the young Amaya. Kendall Staple serves a knuckleball. That thing had no rotation. It's passed off to the side and then passed over, but what a pass by the Tigers. Get it to the back corner, and Rich couldn't dig it up. We're tied at 8 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. McKenna Stacy will check back in. Staple has a little laugh at herself as she couldn't quite dig that last attack. Cassidy Thomas with the service. A sideways rotation on it. Rebels dig. Nice pass. Set. Side. Trineri hits. Thought it might have been blocked, but no, it was blocked by the net. A fourth hit kept it in the air, so the Rebels give the point to the Tigers. 9-8 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Tigers lead by 1 in this third set, brought to you by Rich County. Again, the Rebels took the first set 25-18 and took set 2 25-21. This is set 3. Peterson lunging out. Can't quite receive that service. It's an ace by Cassidy Thomas. Fourth service ace of the match for the Tabiona Tigers. Compare that to the Rebels' 14 aces so far through 2.5 sets. Rebels get a good serve receive this time. Trineri goes up and hits hard, and it's blocked. A couple of Rebels caught a little bit flat-footed. 11-8. Tigers push the lead out. Just got word from my producer back in the studio. The stream getting a little choppy. I'll check on the settings here in a second. Rebels attack. Tigers dig. Set it up. Lazenby hits, and it looked like it was into the net. So the Rebels get the side out. And it's 11-9. Rebels trailing on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Wallenstein serves. Thomas passes high, back set. Stewart hits, blocked by Hatch. Back to the Tigers. They set it up again. Lazenby hits, and a Rebel is in the net. Tigers lead 12-9 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Aspen Stewart to serve again for Tabiona. Running jump serve. And Trineri passes it. Cornea passes again, and then just passed over by Hatch. Tigers set it up. Bales hits, deflected by the Rebel block to the floor. And boy, just not the same energy from the Rebels in this third set that we saw in the first 2 sets. Cornea gives a few claps and says, girls, let's go. Stewart serves. Stacy passes up front. Good pass. Cornea sets left side. Trineri hits hard through everybody. A couple players took swings at it, but checked those swings, and the Tigers lead 14-9 as Trineri's hit goes long and out. And Coach Stewart asks for a timeout. We'll take one as well with the Tigers on top 14-9 in set 3, but Rich leading 2-1 on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Some folks say that life can be measured in seasons. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, we have vehicles for every season. From new to experienced drivers, we understand that safety, affordability, and great mileage are always on the must-have list. So whether you're just starting out or it's time to expand your fleet, we've got every season covered. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. Stop in today, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Set 3, Rebels took the first 2 sets, but the Tigers have pulled out to a 5-point lead in set 3. Our third set is brought to you by Rich County. Rebels with a championship cause. Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Aspen Stewart serving for Tabiona, attacking left to right at mylocalradio.com. And that flatness continues from Rich as the service is shanked off to the bleachers. A service ace for Stewart. Tigers on a 4-0 run, and they've outscored Rich 7-1 since it was tied at 8. Serve receive, Rich sets it up. Hatch hits back corner long, 16-9. And there's just a lack of energy that was there in the first 2 sets is not here in the third for Rich. See if the Rebels can find that energy as Aspen Stewart sets to serve again, running jump serve, and another service ace makes it 17-9. Serve receive shanked way off to the back wall. It's the south wall here at this new facility in Tabiona. Stewart to serve again. And she gives the Rebels a bit of a break. Serves into the net. That was a big issue for the Tigers in those first 2 sets. They had 12 errors. Rich serves, that's Shelby Burton. Set up and trying to dump set was Sydney Jensen, and she hits it into the net. Rebels within 6, 17-11 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. I think the further you go into this match, like the more sets you go, probably the more likely Tabiona has a chance to win, just because they're at home. Diving dig by McKenna Stacy and then passed over by Hatch. Tigers set it up. Lazenby crushes it past the block and to the floor. Great angle by Peyton Lazenby. Rebels lead 2-0, but in the third set, Tabiona is on top 18-11 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Setter Sydney Jensen, the junior, serves. Burton with a decent pass. Cornea passes to the middle and Smith passes over. Didn't get the pass to the spot and Cornea played it safe. Bales hits cross court, back corner, got it in there, 19-11. Tigers with the lead. And the momentum has swung. Jensen to serve again for Tabiona. Tigers attacking left to right at mylocalradio.com. Burton, serve receive, Cornea dump set with one hand, and Jensen able to dig that up. Set and slapped across, dig by Stacy. Rich sets it up for Smith. And dug by Stewart. Set it up high and outside. Lazenby hits. Blocked by the Rebels out of bounds on their own side of the net. 20-11. Tigers with the lead on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. This one was tied at 8. And since then, it's a 12-3 Tiger run. Coach Stewart takes another timeout. We'll take another as well. This timeout is brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff and on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
In today's world, with so many places to shop and so many options to choose from, sometimes you have to boil it down to one simple question: where do I get treated the best? At Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, we work hard to make sure every customer knows how much we appreciate them. We love what we do and we believe in the products we sell. Our goal is to build a lasting friendship with every customer so we can serve you and your family for generations. Visit us today, Cash Honda Yamaha, 3765 US 91, Hyde Park, Utah.
Back at Tabiona High School, where the Rebels took the first 2 sets, 25-18, 25-21. Tigers lead big in set 3, 20-11. Cornea sets to the middle. Stacy with a nice attack from the back line. Tigers dig it up, but the set over the net, and it's also 2 touches on the set. So the Rebels get a side out and trail 20-12. Rich needs probably 6 or 7 points in a row here just to stay in this one. Stewart receives one that would have been long and out, I think, and the Tigers just punch it over. Wallentine, not a good serve receive, just rolled off her fingertips, back and out. 21-12, Tigers catch a break. That'll put Peyton Lazenby back to serve. Came into this match leading the state in aces, and she serves one here. Hits the top of the net, and it rolls over the top. 22-12. The Tigers running away with set 3, brought to you by Rich County. Rebels with a championship cause. Lazenby to serve again. Burton receives. Cornea sets high left side. Stacy hits cross court. Diving dig by Stewart. Passed over. Burton pass up front. Cornea sets in the middle. Hatch slaps. Good angle. Deflected by the block and then shanked off and out. 22-13. A Bear Lake Realty kill for Sydney Hatch at a critical moment. Taya Peterson comes in to serve. Remember, in the first set, Rebels were down 13-8. Peterson came in and served the Rebels 5 aces in 6 service attempts as part of a 7-0 Rebel run. And that put the Rebels on top for good in that first set. Peterson serves, and Stewart pats her chest as she should have let that one go. It would have been long for an error, but she plays it to the back wall for a Crawford Trough service ace. Peterson's 8th of the match, and she'll serve again. Taya winds and delivers. Lazenby gets off a good pass. Set up for Bales. Hit back line. Trineri diving dig. Cornea passes, and Wallentine misfires on a pass over. Trying to put something on it and just hit it into the net. 23-14. Tigers 2 points away from a set 3 victory. Back to serve goes Cassidy Bales. Strong serve. Burton overpass. Stewart goes up and crushes it to the back line. In there, 24-14. Momentum is swung. The crowd is behind the Tigers. And the Rebels will have to regroup, I think, and try for set 4. And what would be a 3-1 victory. Cassidy Bales. Set 3. Rebels lead the match 2 games to none. Burton with a good pass. Cornea sets high and outside. Stacy hits cross court. Good dig by Bales. Set up high left side. Jensen hits. Peterson overpass on the dig. Tigers scrambling a bit. They set it up toward the net. Stewart hits, and it's blocked back by the Rebels. No, blocked back by the net, so Rich stays alive for the moment. 24-15. Rebels trail on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Sage Tingy checks back in. And JC Cornea serves to the back line. Strable passes high and outside. Stewart slaps it over. Rebels dig. Good pass in the middle. Hit down and dug up. Tigers. Strable slaps it across. Trineri passes up front. Cornea dump set and dug by Thomas. Jensen sets for Thomas. Hit blocked by the Rebels. Dug up. Stewart taps it into the middle, and the Tigers win set 3. 25-15 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. A 2-1 match lead for the Rebels as we head for set 4. Our third set has been brought to you by Rich County. Rebels with a championship cause.
This is Rich Rebel Senior Taya Peterson. Thanks for tuning in to Rich High School Volleyball on KADQ FM 98.3 and mylocalradio.com.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Many of our customers have trusted Jensen Wood Motors for generations. It's important to all of us here at the dealership we always work for the people. My grandpa was a man of his word, and he passed that tradition on to us. We understand that we're here to serve our customers, and every day we try and do that to the best of our ability. We really appreciate each customer, and we want to make sure that they feel that when they're doing business with us.
Jensen Wood Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Montpelier, Idaho.
Back at Tabiona High School, where the Rebels took the first 2 sets, and Tabiona with a convincing third set win, 25-15. As we head for set number 4, we'll continue to look for, I think we've got our epic recreation block of the game. Sydney Hatch put the Rebels up 24-18 with a monster block late in the second set. That led to a set victory. Our Pugstone Sporting Goods dig of the game. Watch for that. So right now, let's give the Bear Lake Realty fan cam. Bear Lake Realty. Gary can help folks out. One of the things that he's really excited about right now is the option to buy a place, rent it out so you can let it pay for itself, make some money on it maybe in a few years. And you can also enjoy it yourself when you're not renting it out. So it's a great option to essentially buy a second home, let it pay for itself, and then you've got that home in Bear Lake. Visit bearlakerealty.com or give them a call, 435-946-8888 for details and help on how to do that. It's a great option for real estate in the Bear Lake area. Visit bearlakerealty.com. Well, the Rebels, again, took the first set 25-18, took set 2 25-21, and lost that third set 25-15. It's a young Rebel team with really none of these gals started last year. Rebels graduated 6 seniors, and that inexperience has really shown itself this season. Rebels have started just 2-7 and lost their first, for Coach Stewart, first ever region match loss last week at ICS, a 3-1 loss. And while that's not what Rebel fans and Rebel volleyball players and coaches are used to, it certainly makes things a little more interesting in Region 22 play, especially being here tonight at Tabiona, and then next week? Yeah, Friday afternoon as part of homecoming next week. Friday night, the Rebels host ICS. That'll be an important match for the Rebels next week at home. Beginning serve is brought to you by the station in Randolph. Amaya Trineri delivers. Aspen Stewart receives. Lazenby punches it over. Trineri digs, and Cornea has to pass. Hatch passes it back to Tabby. Set up, and Lazenby hits. Another epic recreation block of the game, and the Tigers can't get to it. I think that was Hatch again. Sydney with another epic recreation block of the game. Make your vacation an epic one to remember, whether it's winter, summer, any time of the year. Visit epicrecreation.net. They'll hook you up with great rentals in the Bear Lake area. A service error by the Rebels, and we're tied back up at 1 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Getting word that it's getting a little bit choppy again. Let me see if I can adjust some settings real quick and try to fix that. Rebels serve receive on the back line. They have to just pass it over from the back line. Strable, then they set it up in the middle. Hit by Bales, Rebel block, and it's on the floor, Tabiona side. 2-1 Rebel lead on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. If you're just joining us or haven't heard me mention this yet, our internet speeds here at Tabiona extremely slow. Something happened between last time we did a game here, basketball season, and now. And anyway, that's where you might be getting some buffering or some low resolution, some pixelation if you're watching at home at mylocalradio.com. Peterson back in, and boy, another Crawford Trough service ace for Taya. That's 7 or 8 aces in this match. She's been your ace master of this match so far for the Rebels. Another service that's passed over. Rebels tip it back. Tigers dig and keep it alive. Cornea sets high and outside. Stacy hits back line. Dug by Thomas. Passed high. Set up. Lazenby pushes to the back corner, and Trineri covers a lot of ground to keep that one alive. Cornea tips it across. Tigers dig. Lazenby tips it across, and the Rebels can't dig. 3-2. Tigers within one on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Lazenby serves. Stacy, good serve receive. She's set up high and outside. Hits down the line. Dug by Jensen. It's hit over the top, or passed over the top by Bales and out of bounds. I keep wanting to say bump, but then Coach, I keep hearing Coach Stewart in my head. Bump is an old term. We don't say bump anymore, Ryan. So I'm trying to get that pass in my head. Rebels serve it again. Stewart passes it over. Cornea, good pass. Set by Tingy, and the Rebels tap it over. Overpass by the Tigers, and Rich sets it up again. Stacy hit back corner, dug up by Lazenby. Passed on the set. Stewart slaps it across. Peterson, good pass. Cornea sets high and outside. Stacy hits it into the middle and splits the defense. She brought the hammer on that hit. 5-2. The Rebels with a Bear Lake Realty kill, and Rich leads by 3 in set number 4. Rich took the first 2 sets. Tigers bounced back and took set 3, 25-15. We're in set 4, and the Rebels lead by 3. Serve receive on J.C. Cornea's service is shanked off to the side. A service ace brought to you by the Crawford Trough in Randolph. The Crawford Trough is open after every Rebel home game. J.C. Cornea to serve again for the Rebels. Back line, Cornea, Peterson, and Trineri. Front line, Tingy, Stacy, and Staple. Pass up front. Bales pushes down the line, and what a spot by Cassidy Bales for the kill. Rebels diving effort to get underneath that, not quite in time. 6-3 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rebels doubling up the Tigers in set number 4 and a low score so far. Cassidy Bales set to serve for the Tigers. Tabiona attacking right to left in this nice new facility at Tabby High School. Trineri passes it over. Strable able to dig, set up in the middle. Stewart pushes to the back line. Trineri's pass goes up and over, and Stewart goes up and says, happy birthday, I'll drop that one down. 6-4, Stewart. Oh, she's got some hops. She gets the kill. Smith checks in for Rich as Cassidy Bales sets to serve again in set 4. And Bales gives the Rebels a favor. A service error. 7-4, Rich up by 3 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. McKenna Stacy serves down the line, and Bales hits it out into the bleachers. 8-4. Third Crawford Trough service ace of this 4th set for Rich. And the Rebels lead 8-4. Stacy to serve again. McKenna serves back line. The Tigers let it go. They thought it would be out, and McKenna makes them pay. 9-4. Another Crawford Trough service ace. We have our McKay Frankham Dental Services precision play of the game. Stacy serves just a bit long this time. And the Tigers let it go this time. 9-5 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Dental care at reasonable rates for the whole family. That's McKay Frankham in Evanston. Give them a call, 789-8910. J.C. Cornea sets. Smith hits, and it's stuffed. A lid on that hit. Ashburn Stewart says, I don't think so. Stewart came into the match 8th in all of Utah classifications with 44 blocks. She's got at least 4 or 5 of those today, adding to her total. Service by the libero, Sherika Leffler. Rebels get a good pass. Trineri hits down the line. Baton Lazenby digs it up and out behind the defense. 10-6, Rebels get the point and lead again by 4. Hatch around to the front line with Trineri and Tingy up front. And Kendall Staple set to serve. Goes back line. Bales passes, but not a great pass. It's passed up front. Stewart hits, and Hatch blocks. Tigers scrambling, and they dig it up out of it. Another candidate for epic recreation block of the game by the Rebels. Looking for our Pugstone Sporting Goods dig of the game. Kendall Staple delivers the service. Bales, again, not a great pass. Leffler has to go a long ways, but gets there, and then a nice little attack by Cassidy Thomas. The block went up. She got it just over the fingertips of that block and dropped it in. Great little touch attack by Thomas. And here's the service by Cassidy Thomas. Stacy, good pass. Cornea sets high and outside. Trineri hits hard. Bales digs it up, over and in. What a dig by Bales. McKenna Stacy dives at it but couldn't get underneath it. And it's 11-8 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. The Tigers, wow, what a dig. Thomas serves again. Tingy, nice pass. Set up in the middle. Hatch hits, blocked. And Trineri, the dig attempt goes into the net, 11-9. Rebel lead is down to 2. Rich has led for all of this 4th set. Rebels took the first 2 sets and lost set 3. Thomas serves. Tingy, good pass. Cornea sets high and outside. Trineri hits, blocked, out of bounds by Stewart. 12-9. The Rebels with a Bear Lake Realty kill get the side out. That'll bring Shelby Burton in to serve. Shelby with a couple of aces in this match. Looking for another Crawford Trough ace here. Doesn't get it as Leffler gets off a decent pass. Set and pushed down the line by Stewart. Rebels scrambling. Pass and pass it over. They get it over the net. Passed up front. Set at the net. Not a good pass, and Lazenby tips it up, but a Rebel is in the net to give the Tigers the point. 12-10 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. And the Tigers took the first 2 sets. Or the Rebels took the first 2 sets. Tigers took the third, and Rebels lead 13-10 after Aspen Stewart delivers a serve up into the high Uintas. That's up by Granddaddy Lake. That one was way out there. Mackenzie Smith set to serve for Rich following that service error. Smith, little hitch, delivers the serve down the line, and Leffler receives it into the scorer's table. A service ace by Mackenzie Smith, the freshman. Crawford Trough service ace. A place to eat and drink. That's the Crawford Trough in Randolph. Smith serves again. Better pass this time, but still not great. And the Tigers, Bales just passes it over. Smith, great pass up front. Cornea sets to Hatch in the middle. Touch attack. Stewart from her knees digs it up. Set for Lazenby. Hit cross court. Great angle again by Lazenby, and she crushes it down. 14-11 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Tigers set to serve, and it's Sydney Jensen, I believe. Rebel serve received just, keeps it in the air. Cornea dump sets. Bales sets up and hits. 3 Rebel blockers couldn't stop that hit by Bales. She just placed it well. Not a ton of power, but saw where the blockers' hands were and hit it right between them. Jensen with the service. Burton, good pass. Cornea sets high and outside. Stacy hits back corner too far. 14-13, Tigers within 1. Rebels took the first 2 sets. Tigers won set 3. Rebels have led for the entirety of this 4th set except for a 1-1 tie early on. Scoreboard says 15-12. I believe it should be 14-13, unless was that ball tipped. That one must have been tipped. No, thank you. Gary running my camera tonight. Gary McKee cues me in as the Rebels have the serve, and Taya Peterson delivers. Not a great pass. Stewart attacks from the back line and hits it to the back corner. What an attack by Aspen Stewart. Peterson reached out, couldn't get a piece of it. Or maybe did get a little piece of it, but it was in anyways. Peyton Lazenby back to serve. The sophomore goes at Stacy. McKenna gets off a good pass, then receives the set, hits, and it's dug up and overpass. Stacy passes, gets it right back again for the hit, and she's blocked. Cassidy Bales, a one-man wrecking crew. 15-14, Tigers within 1. Bales, the only individual there on the block, and Boy, she set up in the right spot and stuffed that one right back to the Rebel side of the net. Lazenby serves again and gives the Rebels a gift. An error into the net, 16-14. Rich back up by 2. The Tigers have struggled with that tonight. That's the third service error of the set and the 19th of the match for the Tigers. Cornea serves. Thomas receives, set up, Bales hits cross court, back corner. Again, the spot, Cassidy Bales. Boy, blocking, hitting, she's doing it all tonight. And now she'll serve. Bales back to deliver. Tigers attacking right to left if you're watching online at mylocalradio.com. Trineri receives, it's up off the ventilation again, but Rich keeps it alive. Staple passes it over but out, and we're tied at 16 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Bales to serve again. Rebels needing a side out and a little bit of a run. Stacy receives. Cornea sets high and outside for Staple, whose hit is blocked and out of bounds. No, Rebel hit goes out of bounds. And the Tigers take their first lead of the fourth set, 17-16. Coach Stewart calls for a timeout, and we'll take one as well. Brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff. For all your propane needs, call 435-793-4208.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
Set 4, Tigers have just taken a 17-16 lead. Rebels lead 2-1 in the match. But boy, here on the road at Tabiona, you don't want to go to a 5th set. It's a pressure situation, and this young Rebel team does not have a lot of experience winning in these pressure situations. Just 2 wins this season in varsity play. Pass goes into the net for Rich. It's a serve-receive game, and that receive not there. 18-16. That goes, I believe, in the books as a service ace for the Tigers. Mackenzie Smith checks in. Rebels trailing 18-16. Critical moment here in this 4th set. Serve-receive up high, way back, and Stacy scrambling through young fans, can't control, again, a poor service receive or serve receive. This is a 7-1 run for the Tigers and make it 8-1. Rebels energy just gone. See if they can turn this around. That's 3 aces in a row. Cassidy Bales has the Tigers on a 6-0 run. Stacy, good pass. Cornea passes, and Wallenstein pushes toward the back corner and out. 21-16, Tigers with the lead on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. A couple different players for the Rebels say, come on girls, let's get this thing going. Got to get a side out. Bales serves. Smith passes, it's off the ventilation again. A diving dig by Cornea, and Rich pushes it over. Quick set, Rebel block. Set up again and passed high, passed over by Bales. Cornea, Tingy with the set in the middle. Wallenstein slaps to the middle of the defense. Diving dig, Bales passes, and Stewart passes it over. Smith, Cornea sets high and outside. Stacy hits, blocked right back at her. 22-16. The Tiger run continues. A 7-0 run and a 10-1 scoring streak for Tabiona. Rebels take another timeout. We'll take one as well. Brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cache Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cash Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
Back at Tabiona, and boy, I'm going to have to drop our bit rate a little bit further. I don't know if I can go any lower, but we're dropping a lot of frames and dropping just about everything. And I cannot go any lower than that, can I? Serve received by the Rebels. Up at the net, Rich pushes it across. That's Sage Tingy. Set up and hit into the net by the Tigers. 22-17 coming out of that timeout. Rich looking to make a run and climb back into this thing. McKenna Stacy to serve for the Rebels. Stacy dribbles once. Serves, back line, passed up high. Strable sets, Stewart slaps it over. Cornea sets it high. Rebels set it up high and outside. Trineri's hit is blocked. Stewart, a quick touch attack. Rebels keep it alive and pass it over. It's passed up front. Strable dump set, and she touched it twice. 22-18. Rebels need probably 4 more in a row here. Boy, if Tabby's at 22-18. Serve received, pushed off to the side, but Strable is there. Hit back line, on the line. The line judge had her back to the ball and calls it in. The up official doesn't dispute it, though. That's an interesting. I would say if somebody's that scared of the ball, she shouldn't be a line judge. I'm sorry, but she turned away before the ball even hit. Taya Peterson receives. Rebels set it up. Wallenstein pushes cross court. Quick back set, it's blocked and slapped back again to Rich. Set up for Wallenstein in the middle, blocked out of bounds. Rich stays alive. 23-19 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rebels lead in the match 2-1, but trail 23-19 in set number 4. Allie Wallenstein set to serve for Rich. Goes cross to the back corner. Leffler receives, passed up, and Stewart hits, blocked by the Rebels. Another Epic Recreation block of the game candidate. Amaya Trineri and Sydney Hatch were both right there. I think it was Trineri who got the block. Rich within 3, 23-20 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard, and Coach Tangi Lazenby calls for a timeout. We'll keep it right here. Rebels trailed 13-8 in set number 1. Went on a 7-0 run and outscored the Tigers 17-5 the rest of the way to finish that first set with a win 25-18. Set 2, Rebels led from start to finish and won a close one, 25-21. Tigers bounced back. It was a Rebel 8-7 lead in the third set, and Tabiona went on a 13-3 run to win that third set. And here in set 4, Rich led all the way up until tied at 16. Tigers had a big run going there. It was a 10-1 Tiger run, from Rich leading 15-12 to the Tigers leading 22-16. That last timeout, Rebels have turned things around a bit. A 4-1 run, but they need, boy, they'll need another at least 4-1 run to keep this one going. Fourth set, Rebels at Tabiona. Maybe never have lost in a volleyball match at Tabiona. Wallenstein, a service error, gives the Tigers a set point, 24-20 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Set 4. Tigers looking to force a 5th set. Cassidy Thomas serves. Trineri passes high on the back line. Cornea passes, and Tingy passes it over. Stewart passes, quick set, hit, diving dig by the Rebels. Hatch passes, and Trineri hits it into the middle of the defense for the Bear Lake Realty kill. 24-21. Rebels need at least 3 more right now in a row, or we're going to set number 5. Shelby Burton in to serve for Rich, attacking left to right at mylocalradio.com. 4th set, Burton serves down the line, Bales, decent pass set up by Jensen, hit into the net, by Peyton Lazenby. 24-22. Can the Rebels get 2 more consecutive points and keep this thing going? Timeout on the court by Coach Lazenby, and we'll take a quick one as well. Timeouts are brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
At Jensen Wood Motor, it's our goal to make sure every customer is a repeat customer. The way we do that, our customers are our friends.
It's our job to help you find what you're looking for at the best possible price. It's always good to know that your salesman is working for you.
We understand that life happens. Sometimes credit isn't perfect. We work hard to find financing options that work best for you.
Stop by today and let's see what we can do for you. Jensen Wood Motors in Montpelier, Idaho.
Burton serves, Rebels down 24-22. Burton with the Crawford Trough service ace. It was received and shanked off to the side. Rebels within 1. Rich was down 24-20. Not quite a do-or-die situation, but trying to keep from going to a 5th set. Shelby Burton set to serve. The Rebels need 1 more point. Bales passes this one up to the underside of the net, and we are tied. Shelby Burton with 2 consecutive Crawford Trough service aces. And now are the Rebels in control. Momentum has swung a bit. Tabiona looks timid and nervous. Burton serves. Bales shanks it off. A 3rd consecutive service ace by Shelby Burton. And Burton can serve the Rebels to a victory. Has the opportunity here. Coach Lazenby wants a substitution. She'll send in her libero, Sharika Leffler. Sharika, I believe, is actually how you say that. Burton with the service down the line. Bales, good pass this time. Set at the net. Rebels keep it alive. Cornea digs it over. Hit past the back line, and the Rebels win 26-24. A 6-0 run when the Rebels were down 24-20, and Rich wins at Tabiona 3-1 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. What a comeback by the Rebels. Boy, whatever Coach Stewart said at that timeout, Rich was down 22-16. From that point on, it was a 10-2 run, and Shelby Burton with 3 consecutive service aces to make it 24-23, 24-24, and 25-24. Rebels retook the lead and come back for the win. Wendy Lamborn with the motivational speech. Put her on Friday Night Lights or something with whatever she said. Rebels win in 4, 3-1. And we'll take a quick break. We've got your Mound Valley Cattle Company post-game show coming up. Except that
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
In addition to local information and the best live coverage of local sports, you can stream music 24/7 at mylocalradio.com. Log on and choose the music you like best. Classic or modern country, indie, adult contemporary, or classic rock. Stream it live through your computer or cell phone. Listen to the music you want and don't miss the information you need. Like us on Facebook and visit mylocalradio.com today. Winston Churchill said, "No hour of life is wasted that is spent in the saddle." The same is true about education. No hour of life is wasted when learning. Eddie and Todd Jensen, owners of Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho, understand the value of good education. Serving customers in Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming, Mound Valley Cattle Company is proud to support the students at Rich High School in academics and activities. Mound Valley Cattle Company, 208-339-0614.
According to the United States Census of 2010, the town of Randolph has a population of 464 people, and every one of us root for the Rich High Rebels.
Who slams it home?
Welcome to Randolph, Utah. We love being able to host the visiting teams, their coaches, their parents, and fans when Rich High has a home game. We love all of our visitors year-round and hope that you can take some time soon to come and visit us in our little slice of heaven, Randolph, Utah.
Cattle Company post-game show brought to you by Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatch. We start off with the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Nope. And I see we're dropping a lot of frames again. Let me see if we can work with this. Let's see if this helps. Well, we're just trying to get this video feed working again. I've got settings, I think, about as low as I can possibly set them, just trying to get things at least consistent enough for a low-resolution video stream and keep it running. Maybe have found a balance point right there for the moment. So let's jump into our Mountain Valley Cattle Company post-game show with the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Jimmy John's at 113 Front Street in Evanston, where Fresh and Fast meet. The Rebels at Tabiona. And this is a region showdown that usually isn't much of a showdown. The Rebels have never lost to Tabiona since Coach Stewart has been around coaching Rebel volleyball. But Thursday night at Tabiona, it was a close one. Rebels were down 13-8 in set number one and went on a 7-0 run. Taya Peterson served 5 aces in 6 service attempts to put the Rebels on top 15-13, and the Rebels never looked back in the first set, 25-18 victory. Second set, Rebels led from start to finish. Just consistent quality play. It ended close, but Rich won 25-21. Then in set 3, the Tigers bounced back. Rich was up 8-7. Tabiona turned things around, went on a 13-3 run, and went on to win the third set 25-15. Fourth set was tight. Rebels climbed out to a 4-point lead, a 5-point lead at various times during that fourth set. And then Tabby went on a run, a 10-1 run, and led 22-16. Coach Stewart timeout. Wendy Lamborn, who was one of the Rebel coaches who had a word with the players, and boy, Rich struggled still a bit more. They allowed Tabiona to go up 24-20. But then it was all Rebels. Shelby Burton, Rich got the side out. Shelby Burton stepped back to serve, and with Rich trailing 24-23, Burton served 3 in a row, and then Rich got one final point to win 26-4 in set 4 and match 3-1. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Cap. Jimmy John's, where Fresh and Fit, 113 Front Street in Evanston. Gourmet sandwiches, fresh and fast every day at Jimmy John's. Well, given our stream condition, speeds, and the fact that you're probably not getting any of this